phase one of completely redoing our daughter's playroom. So this is a multifunctional space, part playroom, part TV room. First just needed to make some changes to the furniture layout to make it a little bit more functional. And then we had to make a supply run so we could begin the actual building process. The room itself is pretty long and narrow and it has sloped ceilings. There's also attic access doors, so there's just a lot of space in this room that's not being utilized. Here's a good visual of what it looked like when we first moved in. Everything's the same other than a paint color and some new carpet. Those lights are very much still part of our house, but they are thankfully coming out soon.
So my vision for the one wall that's not just a half wall because of the sloped ceilings is to do floor to ceiling bookcases.
Because it still has an angled ceiling at the top, I wanted them to look very custom and built in. If you are new here, we are two people who have just very much fallen in love with DIYs.
Being through trial and error, YouTube, and a great stepdad and father-in-law.
First, the baseboard needed to come out. Our initial vision was to have this be a completely enclosed bookcase with one angled side. But sometimes you learn it's about thinking smarter, not harder.
So we decided to trim out the top to give it the illusion of a built-in bookcase since we were painting the wall anyway. We used MDF boards for the structure of the bookcase frame itself. First attempt at drilling pocket holes, and it actually went really well. We used a 1.5-inch border to trim out the edges of the bookcase as well as to give it that built-in look across the ceiling. After installing those, it was just a matter of filling the wood holes and caulking. Structurally all done, just still needed to prime and paint. We chose Sherwin-Williams Alabaster, and here is the finished product.
Stay tuned for part 2 and be sure to follow along as we redo this playroom.